Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening.
Spoken with Russian President Putin, and some details come directly from the president. First, as we both agreed, we want to stop the millions of deaths taking place in the war with Russia and Ukraine.
Oh, you know I'm going to discuss this with y'all. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative. Make sure that you are following all the platforms that you see above and below. Hitting this like button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you, and it also helps push my content out in the YouTube shadow banning algorithm world. Don't forget that when you do subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification in the process, which will bring up another tab that allows you to select all notifications. My other YouTube channel is called Man, Husband, Father, that I'm scrubbing clean. I'm going to be putting fresh new content on there discussing those main three things: man, husband, father. Ladies, y'all definitely are welcome over there, okay? Last but not least, there is no last but not least. No, I'm serious. The way that Model Renaissance Man is spelled in Rumble up there, it's supposed to be spelled like that, so don't be alarmed by that, okay? Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is some breaking news that President Trump sat down with Russia, Vladmir Putin, is what he sat down and said. And they are discussing exactly what we all knew what they were going to be discussing, which is the war between Ukraine and Russia. And they need to be discussing why we were sending so much money there, but that has nothing to do with Putin. It has everything to do with Zelensky, who, by the way, do not know what happened to $100 billion of our taxpayer money. Zelensky does not know what happened to $100 billion of our money, ladies and gentlemen, but we do know. I'm not going to get into it, but there are stories I can show you guys of him and his wife, them using hundreds of millions of dollars, buying yachts and homes and all that stuff like that with our money. Yeah. Anyway, that's not what this is about. What this is about is President Trump sitting down, talking with Vladimir Putin about the possibilities, not just possibilities, right? But the inevitable, which is the war between Ukraine and Russia is going to end. Now, I got my take on a lot of things that I know why Ukraine is the focal of attention, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, come on, y'all. We all talk about this all the time, where a lot of stuff is going to come down to money, but I'm going to use that for another video, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, here's what President Trump and Vladimir Putin discussed.
Spoken with Russian President Putin, and some details come directly from the president. He has just put out on his Truth Social, and so it's everywhere now, that they discussed Ukraine, the Middle East, energy, artificial intelligence, and the dollar. He also revealed the two agreed to visit each other's countries. He said, "I had a lengthy and highly productive phone call with President Vladimir Putin of Russia. I just read what he said they talked about. We both reflected on the great history of our nations and the fact that we fought so successfully together in World War II, remembering that Russia lost tens of millions of people, as we likewise lost so many. We each talked about the strengths of our respective nations and the great benefit that we will someday have in working together. But first, as we both agreed," so this is Trump posting about his recent call just moments ago with Putin. He said, "But first, as we both agreed, we want to stop the millions of deaths taking place in the war with Russia and Ukraine." President Putin even used my very strong campaign motto of common sense. "We both believe very strongly in it. We agreed to work together very closely, including visiting each other's nations. We also have agreed to our respective terms, starting negotiations immediately. And we will begin by calling President Zelensky of Ukraine to inform him of the conversation, something which I will be doing right now." So this is playing out contemporaneously as we're here live on Outnumbered. "I have asked Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Director of CIA John Radcliffe, National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, and Ambassador and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff to lead the negotiations, which I feel strongly about will be successful. Millions of people have died in a war that would have not happened if I were president, but it did happen, so it must end. No more lives should be lost," President Trump writes. "I want to thank President Putin for his time and effort with respect to this call, and for the release yesterday of Mark Fogel, a wonderful man that I personally greeted last night at the White House. I believe this effort will lead to a successful conclusion." hopefully soon, the president of the United States.
Y'all heard that right? Trump is slick. Trump is slick. And what I mean by that, it's in a good way. Talk about how great Russia and America were together, which they were. Talk about how they both strong nations and how they both got a lot to offer, got a lot this and that. And by the way, let's get ready to end this war. In other words, let me just keep it real with y'all. Don't act like they didn't talk about who's going to get what and what's going to happen with Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know this, Ukraine has something that's consistent of like having a gold mine, literally, probably worth more than gold. Ukraine is full of something that they have there called critical minerals. If you really think this is about, oh, we're going to help the people of Ukraine, they're so small, they're trying to help defend themselves. There was, I don't care. I'm just going to say it. I can be wrong. It doesn't matter. The fact that I have the First Amendment, I'm going to say it. I believe that a lot of people got in on this. Money laundering happened big time in Ukraine, and they got funneled right back into the hands of a lot of politicians, be it Republicans, be it Democrats. There is no goddamn on reason why all that money we sent over to Ukraine was to help the Ukraine further. Bullcrap. And then for him to don't even know what happened to $100 billion of our money. I'm tired of paying taxes. Y'all, that's going to be my theme. I'm just going to randomly just throw that in there. I'm tired of paying. I don't want to pay taxes. Let's stop paying taxes because that's for another video. But the fact that Trump went over there, sat down with Vladimir Putin, name one time that President Biden did that. Name one time President Biden did that. Name one time Kamala Harris did it. Sat down and discussed it like this, talked about it like this. You got a bunch of dumps. Russia people, they're bullies, and they're gonna try to get rid of ice cream and ice. Well, actually, Joe, I tell Putin, don't Putin. Putin said it there. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all what they mean. Figure it out. Anyway, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, Trump has done more interviews, more press conferences, more answering questions than Biden and Kamala has in their whole freaking careers these past 4 years. Things are getting done. People don't like it. Now, let's keep it real. Trump didn't end it like he said he would. He's a liar. You want to, okay? Yeah, I'll let you have that one. But at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily call him a liar when he said he's going to end it within a week, because y'all thought he was saying, I'm going to end it the first week, which he may have said that. I might misinterpret it. I might have to go back and watch that. But at the same time, let me tell you this, because I keep on relating things like I tell y'all to being a father. And with being a father, Trump put us first. Trump made sure that all this stuff in America is being taken care of first. Let's secure the border. Let's do this. Let's get ahead of our corruption. Let's see what's going on with my American people's money and how they're being played. Now we're going to go over there and worry about what's going on between Ukraine and Russia, between Israel and the Gaza Strip and all that, and Hamas. Let's do that now. So I know some of y'all might be pissed off about that, but priorities first, ladies and gentlemen. Priorities first. I'm going to take care of my kids, my family first. Even if I did tell you I'm going to end what's going on over in X, Y, and Z area. So that's my take on that. What are y'all thoughts on it? Leave it in the comment section after this video. Don't forget to do what you see in the animation right there, please. Next video, bam. Music reactions, bam. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.